We can create the business and the life that you deserve and that you want, but we have to have the courage to choose. We have to have the courage to step up to the plate and say, this is what I want for my business and my personal life.
Welcome to Gary Furr's 7 Steps to Accelerated Business Growth.
Hi, I'm Gary Furr with Gary Furr, LLC. I'm a business consulting and coaching firm. I help business owners that want to take their business to the next level and make more money in the process. I have 40 years of C-level business experience and an MBA in organizational development. The combination of education and experience allows me to help business owners to become more successful.
Gary's method helps business owners visualize and implement the future they want for their business using a set of clear, concrete concepts. Step 1, clarity of direction. Step 2, communication. Step 3, have a plan. Step 4, intense focus. Step 5, discipline. Step 6, results. Step 7, motivation. Get in touch with Gary at 503-312-3145 or by email at garyfurr@garyfurrconsulting.com. That's GARYFURR at GARYFURRconsulting.com. This is part 3 of a 7-part series where we learn how a plan of action takes a business from its current state to its desired future. Gary, now that a business has achieved clarity of vision and has communicated that vision to its employees, what's the next step?
Once we've created the desired future and we've done the hard work of clarifying what that looks like, we need to execute on that. And in order to execute, we have to have a plan of action on how we're going to bridge the gap between our current state and our desired future. For example, if you're going to go hiking in the woods, the best time to have a map is before you enter the woods, not after you're in the middle of the woods. It's the same in business. If we want to go to a certain destination or achieve a certain desired future, we need to have a plan of action on how we're going to get there and a plan to bridge that gap between our current state and our desired future. And oftentimes organizations create these bold visions and grand visions of the future, but they don't have a plan of action on how they're going to bridge that gap.
Having a plan of action sounds like a necessary step, but how does the business stay on track with a plan?
Organizations that have done a good job of strategic planning and creating this desired future and have actually done a good job of communicating that to their staff and employees, what often happens is the staff and employees wonder, how am I going to execute on that? It's very grand, it's very bold, and what does that mean to me? And how am I going to make that reality? And how are we going to bridge the gap between our current state and our desired future? And this is where the problem comes. And so I suggest that we chunk things down into smaller increments. I like to chunk things down into 90-day increments. And the reason why is that studies have shown that 90-day increments are really important to successive organizations, whether it be athletic or any kind of organization. At the end of 90 days, people start to get off track and they lose direction. So gives us an opportunity to bring them back and refocus their attention on what am I going to do or what are we going to do in the next 90 days to move us closer to that one-year vision that we've created of the future, that clear direction. So each department can say, these are what we're going to do in the next 90 days to get us closer to that one-year vision. And then we should write these things down. Just like our 5-year, 3-year, 1-year clarity of direction, we need to write down, what am I going to do or what are we going to do as a department in the next 90 days to move us closer to achieving that one-year vision. And then read it every day as well. And that keeps it reinforced in our heads, and then we can keep coming back to that. And if we ever have the question as to where we're going or what we should do, we can come back to that and say, does this move me closer or further away from my 90-day goals? Does this move us closer or further away from our one-year vision? And then the decision is pretty easy because we need to stay focused in order to make that happen.
Learn more about Gary Furr Consulting at garyfurrconsulting.com or get in touch now at 503-312-3145 or by email at garyfurr@garyfurrconsulting.com. That's GARYFURR at GARYFURRconsulting.com. Now that you've heard a bit about Gary's 7 steps for accelerated business growth, sign up for his email list for more great business growth tips and to get Gary's ebook and audiobook versions of his life-changing method. Don't forget to sign up for the email list at garyfurrconsulting.com.